trying to make it more fun,
that's
you
what
know?
it should be about, right? When you genuinely enjoy the people that you're talking with, and you're just having fun. I mean, what else is there? Everything becomes fun, and that's what I say about Albion too. Albion isn't that great of a game, but depending who you play with, makes it fun.
Yeah. Why would Seed? Why would SBI give drops to Neon? Isn't he banned in game? He's banned in game.
I was saying I was saying a hypothetical. I'm saying if he was streaming now the game and he had drops, he'd be killing it because most of the other streamers are kind of underwhelming. Yeah.
And plus he could just lie and say he's Shia LaBeouf. He looks like Shia LaBeouf. Doesn't he look like Shia LaBeouf, bro? Bro, I wish I had a picture of him. But yeah, yo, today we have. Let me drag him up. Let me drag him up. He knows the rules, right, Durchain? He knows the rules. He's a smart guy.
You want me to tell him real quick?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, you two go. Thank you very much.
Come with me downstairs, Durchain. Come with me downstairs real quick. We'll pick him up.
These guys are too cute.
Yeah, so for anybody in the chat that does not know who, look, I'm gonna pull off this screen here, and you're gonna see RuneScape on my fucking screen, and you're gonna be like, what the fuck are we talking about RuneScape for? So the reason you see that is because Echo of Silence. If you never heard of Echo of Silence, it's a guild that came from RuneScape and went to Albion later, and they played actually a big fucking role in Albion. A lot of the people that you guys know from Albion came from there. So for example, Andrew or It's Pull Up from Take Care, he came from there. Durtine came from there. Sucks came from there. Sucks, who was my right hand man, came from there. Ellipsis, who's leading Take Care with Andrew, he came from there. Robin Hood RS, who's shoutcasting for SBI's Albion TV, he came from there. And the list goes on and on. So there's a lot of people that in some way, shape, or form, these motherfuckers spread everywhere, you know? If you heard of a guild getting robbed, most likely there's some tie to an EOS member. It's true. Even the BA robbery had something to do with an EOS member.
Both times.
Both times.
Because everybody in the game's stupid.
Oh, there he is.
Everybody. Literally nobody in this game has a brain. It's hard. It's hard. It's real hard. We got 6 buttons on this game and we just can't play it. What's going on?
Yo, Ali, you can't speak until we introduce you, bro.
This motherfucker came all swinging.
Hold up. Just move me out and move me back in.
No. Okay, let's try again. No, but
go ahead.
So yeah, we like we were saying, EOS pretty much has a hand in everything that's going on these days, you know, in one way, shape, or form.
We don't even know how he just got in here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you guys get the point. If you're very new, I'm pretty much saying all this for you, the soliloquy for you. If you've been around for a while, then you probably know of someone who was in EOS or was associated with EOS. So we're gonna get the story behind it. They were definitely considered at one point the most toxic guild of all time, right? Is that fair to say, Durchi?
Oh, for sure. Number one, not only most toxic, most feared, most hated, number one open world people.
Okay, calm down.
There you go. Flex on it, bro.
Champion of the people.
There you go.
People, baby.
And now let's segue right into who we're talking about today with that glorious introduction there.
What's that?
Mr. Ali.
Ah, yes. So
now we drag him in.
Yes, now let's bring him in here. So this is the man who started it all, right? He made EOS. He's been around for many years. He's still young, right? Ali, how old are you, bro?
I'm 65, bro.
Shut the fuck up.
Already live.
Are you in your 30s? Are you in your 30s?
I just turned 30, yeah.
Okay, so you're fucking young as fuck, bro. Yo, you're young as hell, bro.
I'm gonna die when I'm 35. You know what I mean? We're running out of time.
Yeah. So, yo, listen. Let me give you a round of applause, bro. Oh shit, that's the wrong one.
What the fuck?
There.
That Lion King.
We'll save this song for later, bro. But
Yo, I was told there was refreshments. Where are they?
yo, see, you didn't give him shit, bro.
I know he walked
hold
right
up,
past
hold
the
up,
table.
hold up.
That's not my fault. Like you saw them as you walked
No
in. You had
habla.
this right there on the left.
What kind of snacks you like, Ali? What kind of snacks you like, bro?
I like the fact that I'm in the best Spanish guilds in the game, and they're all Spanish people
Oh
should join them.
shit.
Are you with Zulu? Are you in the guild with Zulu?
I don't know who that man is.
7.
7 Ulu. 7 Ulu, bro.
Oh no, but you mean Alexander, dude? Alexander the Great, Macedonian. Come on.
Oh, man.
Get into the props.
What do you call him? You call him 7 Ulu? Or do you call him Zulu?
7, dude.
7, gotcha.
I call him 7, yeah.
Yeah, the
dude,
7
Why are you gonna go past the first character? That's the identifying one.
Nah, man. But like, so you guys,
Why should
why you guys,
March?
why you guys in a Spanish guild?
Because everybody in this game has no brain. I thought we, you know, literally, I hate everybody in this game. Most of them have no brain, and the Spanish are the nicest people, and they have Spanish brains.
Gotcha.
It's the best of times. Fun people, nice people. Great
you
guild to
enjoying
be
it,
in. If
bro?
you're Spanish, you should join. What's up?
What's the guild called? Orden Os.
Orden Hospitalaria.
Yeah,
I
that
think.
one. That one. Yeah, so we introduced you. We pretty much, long story short, we said Echo Silence, super OG guild from day one. You know, like 13 said, number one open world ZVZ guild for a couple years straight. You guys set pretty much a lot of the how you say, the fundamentals that people follow, right? Like, for example, TC, if people don't know, TC took a lot of what you guys were doing, right? But we'll get to that. So yeah, you pretty much led EOS for how many years?
Since 2000 and let's say 2010.
Okay, so you're 30 years old, right? And that's 12 years
Yeah.
ago. So you were 18 years old when you started leading guild. That's early as fuck, bro.
No, I was 17.
You're 17.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I mean, I want to go through the whole history, bro. But first of all, how was it growing up in the UK, like looking like a young Lupac
Yeah,
and
it
shit,
sucks.
bro?
I mean, the weather sucks. The government sucks. Most of it sucks, bro. Straight up.
You don't like it?
No, I like it, but I mean, it is what it is, right?
Yeah. I mean, what don't you like about it besides that? Like specifically, give me
I'm just gonna
specifics.
be real, dude. When
Like, do you
you're,
like the president, the prime minister?
Listen, I only follow the Lizard Queen, so it's not even worth talking about the politics. Let's be honest. Like, the politicians come and go, your life doesn't really change.
Yeah.
They're putting on my electricity bill, my gas bill, or whatever. They ain't cool, bro. No habla.
Yeah. What about the Meghan Markle shit? You like her? I heard everybody in England hates that bitch. Is that true?
The fuck is
I don't care, bro. Like, nobody really matters to me, right? If it doesn't affect my life, who cares?
Gotcha. Okay, I thought the 13 Meghan Markle's the chick from Suits. You remember her?
Which one?
The light skinned one, and she married the prince. Not the prince. Is it the prince? Like one of the royal family guys.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
the girl
yeah.
from. Oh shit! It is the girl from Suits.
Yeah,
You didn't
man.
know?
Oh shit! Yo, I didn't even know it was her.
And 13. Basically, what happened was she got her claws on him and started like separating him from the queen and the royal family. So
How
all of
much are
the
they
UK
paying you?
hates that
How much
bitch.
are they paying you for this information?
This girl's like she's like a lighter skinned Jennifer Lopez, bro. Have you seen this girl?
Yeah, they weren't cool with that, bro. Like, it was a film.
Oof.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I thought Ali would feel strongly about this, bro. He's very
Okay, go.
he's very British.
Listen, I feel strongly about something, right? So,
What's that?
there's Prince Philip. That was the Queen's husband. He died, right?
Okay.
And you know, you want to see somebody's will. You want to see what they're leaving to everybody. Let's see
Sure.
who's getting the presents, who isn't. Right? We can't read that shit for 100 years. I'll be dead in 5. What's that about?
You can't read that shit for
She's a
100
lizard,
years.
bro. Yeah, you can't read it for 100 years. I guess the Queen's she's just planning on living for the next 100 years. She's a lizard.
That's crazy.
Straight up. I really want to talk about royalty and like the UK lizards. So we talking about the Albion lizards. We can go through everything. You let me know.
I mean, we'll go through the Albion ones for sure. I definitely got some questions for you. Talk to me.
How long has the queen been the queen?
Forever,
I
bro.
know she's been through world wars, bro.
Queen.
Bro, she's 96 or something,
wars.
bro. She's 96, bro. And she's still in good shape. No joke.
I thought she died like 2 years ago, dude.
No,
Nah, bro, she's on more steroids than Doherty.
Jesus.
Straight up. No, you're gonna get stem cells.
She has been the queen. She has been the queen for 70 years.
That's what happens when you,
Damn.
you know. Listen,
I
she
couldn't
stays
even-
healthy. She looks after
I couldn't
herself.
even play Albion without getting banned for 7 years. Imagine being royalty for 70. Jesus.
So, Ali, what type of kid were you in the UK, bro? Were you like a troublemaker, or were you kind of like a nerd?
Oh, bro, honestly, I just really like sports. I was captain of the rugby team, always in the football team, did athletics and stuff, and then I started playing games, and I was like, that's cool. But I guess I got to about 16, and I was like, wow. Going to like college in the UK, you go after 16. It's like, damn, this is a lot more effort, man. This ain't good. This is no bueno. So, fell off then. You feel me?
Yeah. You didn't like football?
Yeah. No, I loved it. Loved it for sure. But then when you start playing for better teams and you want that good, then what are you going to do?
Yeah.
I was always good enough to be in like the secondary school team up to 16, but I ain't going to sit bench. So,
Yeah.
right? That's what people like Andrew.
Yeah. Oh, we'll get to Andrew, bro. We'll get to Andrew. But like, how? So you were about 16, 17 when you started playing RuneScape, right?
No, I started playing RuneScape when I was 11. I just didn't really play it.
11.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It was a
Gotcha.
game on like I don't know, you
Mini-clip,
still had
bro.
dial-up and stuff, right? No, I
Yeah,
played before that. I made an account, I played a little bit, my friends played, they got me to play. But then we all stopped playing.
Mhm.
And then I kind of started again. Horrible
Like-
game, to be honest.
Why? Why you say that?
I mean, we used to return for like 12 hours just to talk shit on people and just be horrible to them. It was the best of times, don't get me wrong. But,
It's a toxic game, no?
well, yeah, kind of. The clan world was very toxic. But it got to a point where clans were just, they were excessively toxic. They were DDoSing people, they were stopping other people having fights and stuff. And then I realized, wow, you're better off just being the bad guy, and then
Yeah.
it all just goes your way.
I mean, yeah,
So we
that's
were the most toxic. I can't really talk shit on anybody in the stuff they did on RuneScape just because we just did it better than them, you know? Like, we were better at being the bad guy.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sad I missed RuneScape. Not gonna lie, because
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're
no.
not. No, you're not. No, you're not. It made me to a
Straight up-
horrible person.
No, but straight up, I like the EOS because we didn't play RuneScape.
Like
That's it.
you mean because you guys left that game?
No, yo, so I was in a different clan called The Rising, because I quit RuneScape for a while and I came back in 2007. And a bunch of people I played with before were like, yo, join our clan, blah, blah. I did. We were pulling a lot of people. The Wilderness got removed, which is like Albion Black Zone. Like, say they removed the whole Black Zone and just left the Royals, right?
Yeah.
They did that to us. It was a horrible move by Jagex.
I mean,
Horrible game, you know what I mean?
How many players did they lose off of that?
The game died, bro. The game was terrible. Straight up. At least, no, listen, they kept players, but the clan world just really shrunk and it went downhill from there. It had a bit of a resurgence when they brought it back, but the time I joined EOS was
Just
during the
too late.
dark period, right?
Mhm.
And they only like PvP, so if you take away the PvP, the people that were playing with EOS, they basically stopped playing.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And before we get to the Albion stuff, so you don't get nostalgic about the anything RS related, like any of the content there, like the clan stuff or the outside of the clan stuff. There's nothing that when you think about that game, you're like, oh shit, I missed that shit so much.
I mean, the only reason I liked playing in EOS was because of the community, right? Like, I only did the stuff for the boys. I've only ever wanted to shotcall for the boys or do anything just so that I could do stuff for them, right? Because I'd have fun playing with them. But we didn't play RuneScape outside of fighting people. It was it was the one thing that kind of held everything together. But we spent most of our time playing other games.
Yeah. So you weren't doing
We were
like
always looking to be
that Castle Wars shit. You weren't doing any of that stuff.
That's like some Sir Chris shit, bro.
They don't drop their items. So
Yeah. So it's
that's
like
not
the
what
yellow
we
zones.
PvP. It's not good. But as soon as we listen, I opened EOS again in Albion, in RuneScape, 2015, just to get people to play Albion because it was full loot, right? Had to get
Yeah.
the guys back together on one game, wait for Albion to come out, and then
Gotcha. Yeah, because that's what I noticed. Like, for example, if I had taken all the boys when I disbanded BA into another game, immediately we probably would have had so many people, you know. But unfortunately, there just wasn't really a game besides like New World, you know, that came out for a big group. So we didn't end up doing that. But so how was the ZVZ similar to Albion? Because you already learned how to shotgun on there, right? And for example, I played with Andrew in season 1. I played with Andrew in season 1, okay? And he always used to tell me stories about, yo, like, and I was just a GVGer, you remember, right? Like before I used to only GVG, I used to not know shit about ZVZ. And then Andrew used to tell me, he's like, yo, bro, you think Albion ZVZ is hard? Bro, Ali used to shot call in RuneScape, and he used to like call out one name in a pile of like 100 people, and then we would kill him, then call out the next thing, and it would just be like super fast, and the fights would last like super long, right? So how's it like similar, and how's it different than on Albion?
Okay, so if you didn't have to worry about positioning, you didn't have to worry about using abilities, and all you had to do was click on a man and then click on another man, that's RuneScape. Until you get attacked and then you have to eat your food, and that's it. You just got to be aware and just kill people and make to win fights in RuneScape, just make the fight horrible for the other person until they all leave, and they have to leave. Bad game, bad mechanics, bad company.
This is the main difference, right? On RuneScape, the fights weren't over any objectives, right?
No.
The objective was to make the other guild, other clan, hate themselves so fucking much that they straight up log out and go to bed after 12 hours of beatdown.
Gotcha.
That was
Gotcha. So what was the longest fight that you guys have ever been in?
Okay, so straight up, in the stuff we actually did, probably like 12 hours, right? Like that's okay. But we're horrible people, right?
12 hours.
Yeah, no, hold up. I gotta say this, Mojo. When we came back to the game, just to get people for Albion, there's a clan called Reign of Terror, right? And they were like the #1 clan. So we came back and we started fucking with them, and we only played like free-to-play fights. So it's like hamstring. You got like real garbage weapons and stuff like that. The combat's not the same, but they're better fights. But we returned for 47 hours in pay-to-play, like just for the sake of it.
47 hours?
Yeah, no, but we didn't make everybody do it. There was another clan that was stupid. So what they did is they kept returning, they kept doing stuff. And we just had Andrew returning from Canoe, and we just left him there for like 12 of the hours. It didn't really matter.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, were you guys fighting in shifts? Like, how does it work? Give me an example.
Listen. We just knew we had a certain amount of people up there to make sure they didn't leave, right? And when you've got people like Andrew that legitimately have no life, like it's no big deal for him to miss 3 days, because he ain't missing 3 days of work, right?
Right.
Just straight up.
Yeah, but like, give me an example, right? So let's say you're calling for 1 hour. Do you are you like, yo boys, I'm gonna take a break to pee? Or no, there's none of that?
I'm no bitch, bro. I'll go to pee when I die and come back. It's fine.
Gotcha. And then
this is another thing about RuneScape. You know how like on Albion you bring like a couple sets, like a forward hideout or like Morgana's Rest or something, right?
Right.
On RuneScape, there was a function where you could teleport back or canoe back into the wilderness. So it'd be normal for like one of the fights that I fought versus EOS. I died like 37, 38 times or something ridiculous like that.
Yeah,
so
but that's
it was normal to die. Yeah. It was normal to die a lot.
Nah, I mean, it was normal for some people to die a lot, but a lot of clans had like a perceived honor system, right? So they wouldn't change their names, they wouldn't do stuff that would mean they wouldn't die as much. Whereas me, I'm like, well, if everybody has the same name, people aren't going to kill me as much. So I'd die maybe 10 times a fight, and some of these guys would die like 50 from the other clan, like Dirty.
Yeah.
So wait, so 13, I was gonna ask you about that actually. I just played a video from it was called Echo Silence Neutralizes Rot, right? Yeah. It's an old ass video. And so 13 was actually in Rot, right? From what I heard, Rot is like the best guild that's been there for many years. Is that true?
Yeah, Rot took #1. On after a lot of guilds stopped playing, like EOS pretty much just stopped, went to Albion, other guilds just left the game and just disbanded. The player pool is a lot smaller, so Rot was like the concentration of it was kind of like it is now. I was in Rot when it was like just wild PvPers and wanted pay to play until it died the first time.
Gotcha.
When Rot died the first time, and this is how I met Ben. This is how I met Ollie. Rot had died, and I had joined the next. Like, imagine Elevate died, right? And Elevate's allies escalation. So I get recruited into escalation because I'm one of the better members in Elevate, right? Whatever. So I went on a TS. I don't know how Ollie found me on that fucking TS. I was TS with the Brazilians, and he just started talking shit to me, like straight up. I had never spoken to this dude in my life. Leader of EOS walks in the fucking room, walks in the TS channel, and just starts wailing on me. He's like, "Listen, you stupid Brazilian, you're garbage. Your people are garbage. Your guild's garbage. You're all horrible. Yeah, why are you fucking? He's upset.
No, I was very honest.
Why are you letting yourself down playing with these?" He said some very unkind words.
Yeah.
Can't repeat them on Twitch because, you know, TOS, but yeah. And that it fucked with me because I'm like, it's like.
Wait, how old were you at this time, 13? How old were you at this time?
I was like what, like 22, 20? No, I was. When did I join EOS, Ben? 2012, 2011?
2011.
2011. Yeah, I was 21.
Wait, so that convinced you to fucking to join?
No, because imagine you're in BA, right? Imagine you're in BA, and one day BA closes, and then you join Elevate, and you hear like Hamashi call. You're just like, and then someone tells you, "Yo, this dude's garbage." You start to think, you're like, ugh.
It's true though.
It's true. Fuck.
Yeah.
But you're honest, it's okay.
Yeah, so that's when I joined. That's when I joined EOS in 2011, end of 2011.
Yeah, so you motherfuckers all know each other for like 10 plus years.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a long ass time, especially on like games like this. So much shit happens in just like 1 year, you know? Fucking communities break up in like a month. You know, stuff like that.
People don't build up communities in Albion. What they do is they just let a bunch of people in with no brains that they really don't get on with. They don't care. They want as many people as possible to do what they can do.
And then they just call it a community. Yeah. Gotcha.
Yeah, I mean, they're not communities, bro. They don't have like 70 people chilling on TeamSpeak. That's what we'd have. And like most of them would be in the same channel being morons.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So how do you find these characters? Do you just go out looking for motherfuckers like Dirty that are missing like... that just have something wrong with them in their brain, or like?
No, listen. Occasionally you gotta bless a man, right? So we'd accumulated a lot of people over time before I was leader. When I joined, I realized they were the type of people that I wanted to play with. They wanted to play other games. It was just about, you know, a lot of it was about fucking with people, but obviously it's just playing with people you like.
Yeah.
Now in Albion, people, they haven't got the patience. They ain't got standards, and you know, I think they play with a lot of younger players on Albion as well. Like when I came back, Andrew had let a bunch of 14-year-olds in, 16-year-olds and stuff, and that's cool, right? Like I didn't know a lot of them were 16, so I just thought they were actual morons, but their brains ain't developed. I ain't gonna hold it against them, but how are you gonna expose, let's say, a 14-year-old boy to like Andrew or Dirty? Or I'm not ragging on Andrew. I'm not. I'm just being like, you know.
It's true.
Would I let my little brother play with Dirty?
Probably not.
Probably because it's a goon, but if he wasn't, then hell no, bro. I definitely wouldn't want to do that. You don't want people to influence people. You don't want these kids all saying slurs and stuff like that. You don't want them getting the wrong ideas, straight up. So people that realistically letting a bunch of younger kids into a guild with a bunch of like grown adults, they're irresponsible. I don't know if you did that, Mojo, but if you did, I judge you.
What was the last thing you said? You'd what?
Oh, I would judge you, dude.
You would judge me. You would judge.
Yeah.
We definitely had a few child soldiers,
armies?
bro. Yeah, we definitely had a few child soldiers.
Yeah, but how'd you tolerate?
One of them is Exion.
To be honest, we tried our best to make sure they don't become Exions, you know. But then once in a while, yeah, man. But once in a while, like, bro, they really soak up whatever happens around them, you know, because we've had a couple of them just leave guild, and then 1 month later they're just spamming the worst shit, bro. I'm like, what the fuck happened to you in the past month, bro? You know?
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's bad. Kids are easily influenced at the end of the day.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I kind of agree with you there, but it's also different times, you know. I feel like, because you said you started RuneScape at 11, if someone started Albion at 11, they would be a completely different person than you became, you know?
For sure.
Would you agree with that?
Much worse.
No, I'd agree with that.
Yeah, so I mean, you turned out fine, but different generation, you know?
Nah, but I mean, there wasn't even comms when I was 11, right? Like people weren't on TeamSpeak, they weren't.
Oh, that's
talking,
true.
It was all type of games, so it's not a big deal.
Yeah, that's true.
I only really started using that when I was like 16. So.
Yeah. So you guys come into Albion, right? And the first thing I remember, because I was a brand new player. This is beta 1. I started in it was like winter, and it was beta 1, and I joined Retribution. You remember that guild, Retribution?
Remember them, dude? Retribution and Valhalla versus EOS, dude.
Yeah. And then we would go into the dungeons. I was trying to fame farm and shit. I was broke as fuck, right? And then every time EOS would come with a Zerg inside the dungeon and kill our groups. That shit was fucking annoying.
There was no blobs back then, so
you
get snuck up on.
Oh, that was the best.
Yeah, and then it quickly became like a meme, you know? Like I remember everybody on the forums, like you guys were forum warriors. Like you guys were so far ahead with like the propaganda and stuff like that.
Right? Like yeah. I mean, we're not bad people, right? But a lot of the stuff like us being toxic and making the memes about people and targeting other guilds and stuff, it was all planned out, right?
Yeah. I mean, like what would you say some of the things that you guys were far ahead from everybody else would be compared to the other guilds?
We just had like a group of 80 dudes that were going to listen and do whatever I said, right? Or whoever was calling said. So say you've got people that are going to run away. None of my guys were going to run away. So when we came to the game, like week 1, people were meant to be like the best in the game, like Vendetta and a guild called Blackcocks and shit like that. Or I don't know if they were dead. Pinstack. And we just run at them. Nobody could see how many people you had. So when you start running at people and they assume you've got like 50, 60 or whatever it is, and you only got 20, you just kill them.
Yeah.
Like nobody was really ready for it. It was the guilds and the betas for the most part were a bit of a joke.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, when it came to ZVZ especially, like I remember fighting you guys in ZVZ, right? And everybody in our comms would talk. Like whenever our alliance had a ZVZ, right? We were allied with Money Guild. We would have a ZVZ, we would jump into comms, everybody would just be talking, you know, like talking about their spells, talking about combat looting, all this stuff. There was no shot call. But EOS was like the only, or one of the only guilds that had a shot call, you know? So that's one of the things you guys were ahead in. Yeah, you had like Guardzo, which we're watching right now on video. You had Guardzo.
Yeah.
You had you. Who else do you guys have?
We had Eli, we had Old Bear. I mean,
I wasn't even gonna call it, I was a healer.
I was a healer beta 1, dude. I was still calling it, didn't matter.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. We just had a bunch, and people could step up. They could say relevant stuff, you know. But one thing we didn't want to do, we didn't want anybody to know our comms because we felt like everybody didn't know how to play the game. So,
yeah.
That's why when you said earlier about videos of me shot calling and stuff, like in Albion, RuneScape, we just didn't really want anybody to hear it.
Yeah. I mean, like we actually learned that from you, like in BA when we became the meta and we were ahead of everybody else. We weren't like releasing our comms either, just because it's exactly like you said, you know. What's the benefits to that?
I mean, to be honest, now I don't think it really matters that much. But when people literally don't know how to play the game, they don't really know what it's about, they don't know what you're doing. The betas were super easy, if I'm honest. Like, we could have played casually and just been better than everybody anyway. It was really fun, right? But we didn't do that much. It wasn't that complicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean,
it was just like we came from a game where it was already expected that like a certain amount of beef was healthy. And on Albion, it wasn't like that. People thought they were ready for the beef, but like the second we had people like actually making memes or people, you know, like focusing individuals, it just became meta on the game because that's just how you win, right?
Yeah.
On RuneScape, you had to win by making the other person not log in. So that was our playstyle. That's what we put on Albion. Like,
it worked against us in the betas. It really did work against us in the betas, because what would happen is we'd fight people around us, they'd lose every fight and they'd quit the game during the beta and be back next beta. And we'd be stuck just having to ride more and more and more and more zones. I know before ND, I think when you were in ND, one of the snow zones, but it took us like 7 or 8 maps to get there. And then you guys didn't come there again after like 2 fights. So then we had to ride like 15 zones. So
are you talking about beta 2?
Beta 2?
So, yeah, terrible map, bro.
No. We were in, I wasn't in Envy. I was in Red Army, bro, with Shiro.
Yeah, Smash too.
Oh, who was Envy then?
Envy was
Envy
like
was,
the people who split from Money Guild and then they went to.
Oh, well, I
Yeah,
thought you
Envy-
were with them too.
Well, they were with like it was Eidos, bro. Eidos and fucking.
Oh, yeah, it was. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
War Legend and shit.
I'm getting old, dude. Forgetting these things.
Yo, listen. When I tell people that Shiro was a completely, what was like, people always ask me like, who's one of your favorite Albion people, right? Who's your favorite Albion people? Yo, number one for me is always Shiro, you know. And people are like, why? Like, nothing special about Shiro, you know? Is he that great at Albion? No. Is he this? Is that? He's lazy, yeah. But which is true now. But like, how different was he compared to now before? Because you played against him for like 2 years. Like, what kind of dude was Shiro when he was like?
He was a real dedicated man. Like, we'd kill Glafacom obviously every time. But as far as GVGs go, we went and beat them in 1 GVG. And as soon as they flipped the timer, they were making us wake up at like 5, 6 a.m. But you could do that back then. Like, Shiro was a horrible person. I always liked that. He was the kind of guy that I was like, yo, I would have Shiro in EOS. Why not?
Yeah.
That's why when he came at the end of at launch, I was like, dude, sure, you can come with us, dude. You just got to change your name to Echo of Shiro and we're down. And he did. Great guy. Caused loads of problems with other people, dude. It was hilarious.
Yeah, he beefed on Vendetta.
Yeah.
He broke Shosen's guild.
Yo,
Shiro broke Shosen. Yo, this is why Shiro fucking.
everybody.
This is why Shosen still talks shit on Shiro, by the way.
Why?
Because Shiro literally disbanded Shosen's guild in the betas, boys.
How?
What? He broke Vendetta. He literally broke Vendetta. Shiro single-handedly would grief them in the dungeon, right? And would steal their fame farm. And in the beginning of the beta, people don't know about this, but Shiro went and he hired some Filipino, like, office people to gather for his guild, right? He bought them accounts and made them play Albion and paid them like this is
Yo, the stone miners? The
stone miners,
bro.
yeah. The stone miners.
Bro,
$7 a day. $7 a day.
dude, that is bad, bro. It's bad. We take the whole of the. What was the middle one? Is Cumbria?
It was Cumbria, yeah.
Yeah, we take like the whole of Cumbria. We get everybody their territories because realistically, it's not the other guilds winning fights. It's us. We go and get everybody a territory slot. Shiro's sitting pretty. Steals another territory. Like, he says he needs to get it. He grabs it anyway. Shouldn't have done it, and then he sells it to Albion choppers.
Yeah, we sat there. Yo, this is release. This is Town Plaza release. Shiro did. She was like, yo, I need total fame to claim the territory, so you must wait and hold territory for me to grind. We sat there for 4 hours, I swear to God. We sat there for 4 hours, sitting on a town plot for this Russian piece of shit to come claim it. Next day, he sells it to Albion choppers for $1,000 American dollars. Like, don't worry.
No, but listen. Then he definitely spent that $1,000 American dollars paying all these people to remind Stone all over Cumbria, right? So we're getting things from like Team Casualty, from Chicken Kiss, from Vendetta, everybody without it at the start, and they're all like, yo, Shiro's just stealing our stone. Shiro's doing this, Shiro's doing that. They're fighting over mammoths and shit like that. We're like, what the fuck? What's going on? It was hilarious.
Yeah, bro, if you have a sense of humor, Shiro's the funniest motherfucker in the world, bro.
He's awesome.
But people don't know, man. People don't understand. This motherfucker used to play 20 hours a day, go to sleep for 4 hours, wake up. Dude, he would grind for his guild's economy. He would do the raids, right? He would do the raids. Bro, he used to come up with crazy nerd systems with account sharing in the betas where like he would boost one character up for GVG, you know what I mean, to like 8.3 and shit like that. Like, bro, this motherfucker was next level turbo nerd, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Is there any other characters that you met that are kind of like him, a little bit eccentric, a little bit strange?
Like him? I mean, Shiro's an individual, right? Like he's a special kind of fucking creature.
Yeah.
I love the guy, but he's a special case, if I'm honest. I mean, you got to think about the first guild he was in, Glafacom. Pretty sure he was sponsored by like a screen protector or something. That's the only reason it was called Glafacom. I had no idea what it was. I'm like, is this a Russian word? Let's Google it, see what it is. It's literally fucking some screen protector shit.
Yeah.
He was
yeah. Yeah, they were sponsoring our guild, like well, I'm saying our guild. I was the only English speaker there. It was Shiro's guild. It wasn't my guild, but yeah, he always found a way, you know, to get a sponsor and stuff like that. Like, he's just smart, bro. He's like smart, but he's like retarded, you know?
Yeah, but that's the best kind. It's fun people to play with.
Yeah. But is it, what I mean is unique. Is there any other unique people that you met where you're like, man, only on Albion, bro?
There aren't that many special people on Albion, man. Most people don't have a brain. Most people aren't even individuals. It's embarrassing.
What do you mean by that? Tell you got to go into depth, bro.
Listen, Shiro's like he's like a villain, you know what I'm saying? Like, he persisted for a couple of years. Most people in Albion, they quit within like 6 months, and you don't even care, right? Like, somebody might be around or relevant for like a few months. That's cool, right? But Shiro was more of a sustained thing. Like, he really was there in Albion.
Yeah. What about like a Derek or like a Syndic? You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, listen, they're better at listen, hold on. Syndic's different to Shiro. I mean, they might both be Russian, but it's not really the same thing, right? Like, Shiro was kind of unhinged at certain points. It was kind of, I don't know. Derek as well. Yo, realistically, I've only got nice things to say about Derek.
Yeah.
Strange, bro. Strange, right?
Mm-hmm.
But dude was always nice to me. I joined Money Guild. He was cool. I quit the game. I came back. Everybody still hated him. But yeah, no, Derek was alright, but it's not like a Shiro thing.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I'm really antisocial. I hate everybody. I only keep people in the guild that I like. And I'll only speak to like officials, really. It's not like I'm not social or anything, but I don't know these people, so I don't really judge them. Right? I spoke to Shiro quite a lot, so it's not really right to say anybody's similar to him. I know you want like extra characters, but I'm comparing him to Shiro. I'm like, eh.
Yeah, it's difficult. People don't know, man. But you know, sure gets a lot of hate. I'm like, yo, you motherfuckers have no sense of humor if you hate someone like that, bro.
Though. Nah, you want the hate, dude. It's fun.
Yeah,
Shiro I bet he does.
No, I want the hate from me. I like the hate on me. But when I see my friends getting hated on, that I'm like, why, man? Like, there's no way you don't see that dude's hilarious. You know what I mean?
We're still just talking about Shiro here, though, right?
Just in general, like about certain characters, you know.
Like who?
You're saying like who matches up in terms of personality?
Who's been hated on that you dislike it?
Who's hated on that I think is not warranted? I think I think Syndic. I think Duratine.
Dude, none of Duratine's warranted.
No.
Right? Like, no, listen,
I don't think so.
When we've been playing the bad guys like, as long as we have, it's. I mean, if people don't hate you, you're doing it wrong.
No, I mean I understand exactly how it works, but I'm saying like, Duratine is Magic Mark said Duratine is warranted. The thing is, I understand why people hate Duratine. Don't get it wrong. I understand why people hate Duratine.
The game in a certain way intentionally. It's not like it's not by design.
That's exactly what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying. So let's say
Syndic's a weird one though, bro. Syndic's a real nice guy. I didn't know Syndic very well before I came back to the game, but I'm like that. He reminds me of Old Better from EOS. Like, he's a funny guy, he's a nice guy, and he's good at what he does. But I think a lot of people are intimidated by Syndic and they just dislike him because of that.
You think so?
I get a lot of hate, but it's because, you know, it's just that is by design. It's again, it is what it is.
It's just because, like you said earlier, bro, nobody in Albion has a brain, let's be honest. They just told, oh, Syndic is the bad guy, and everybody's like, we hate Syndic, and they don't even know the guy, you know what I mean?
No, 100%.
That's like that for most people, honestly. Like, even
it is. Ali's right. People don't have a fucking brain. They're fucking pawns in this game. 99.9% of even officers, everybody, like, people are usually like, just fucking, they don't think for themselves, bro. One guy told them what to do, and they just.
It goes back to what Ollie said at the beginning. Albion guilds, people are not selective. Yo, for me to join Riot, and I was a fucking founding member. For me to join Riot, I had a 2-month fucking future applicant process. For me to join EOS after Riot died, because I was Riot, I had 6 months before I had full access, bro. 6 fucking months before I had access to member chat.
Yeah, but nothing even mattered, bro. Like, we never even put anything there that was worth leaking.
No,
there was 100%. Never anything in there. It was just, you know, just to let you know, dude.
But it's wild. But like in Albion now, I could apply. Oh no, not me, because I don't play the game. Wink, wink. No, but even I could apply. It is on Albion. It is on Albion. I could go to one of these so-called guilds that fucking quote unquote hate me, right? I could go to them. I could talk to one of their leadership for like 5 minutes, and I guarantee they'd be like, "Yo, you should join the guild, bro.
Get in here right now, bro. You'll be a great fit."
I guarantee they will fucking recruit me. I guarantee you.
Bro, 100%. No, but I'm gonna say this now, dude. I know Mojo for a fact. You asked me to join Money Guild. There's no way you like me, dude. There's no way you like me. You asked me to join Money Guild in like 2017. I joined like 3 months later after you'd left. You're on the other side. I was like, where's this dude gone, dude?
Oh, I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it don't really matter, bro, realistically.
I mean,
like, even if you don't like somebody, if you get them in your guild and they're not horrible to be around, you're probably going to like them. Like, most people are okay.
Yeah, I agree with
they
that.
don't have a brain.
I agree with that. No, the reason I was saying with Dirtine, for example, I don't think it's warranted because everybody knows who Dirtine is, right? He scammed one dude. All right, we know who Dirtine is, all right? He scams 2 dudes. Yeah, boys, we already know who Dirtine is. Come on, how are you this stupid? 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. Bro, he scammed 100 people, bro. Like, how do people not understand that if you get scammed by Dirtine, it's your fault. It's not his fault.
And you know what the worst part is? That you still fucking trusted me.
Bro, that used to blow my mind, Mojo. I was like, look, I'm just gonna come on one day, come back to the game, and just be like, yo, 13, grab as much as you can, motherfucker. Dude, I felt like I always had that in my back pocket, straight up.
Did he? Did you? I really don't know.
He never did.
I never asked, bro.
Never did. Because at the end of the day, he was like, yo, who you fighting? I'm like, yo, we fighting this, and this. He's like, oh, yeah, nah, just beat those people down.
Yeah, no, I don't care about that type of stuff, bro. Like, the thing about me is if I know who you are and you're honest about it, I literally don't care about anything else, you know? I just don't like the sneaky people, you know what I mean, Ollie?
Oh, bro, I'm sneaky as fuck, dude. You can never trust anything. Well, you can now. You can now, but when I was like leading the guild and stuff...
That's what you would say now, though, you know?
Our guild logo was a fucking snake.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, why are you trusting us?
I mean, dude, I'll never forget. Listen, Beta 1. Back in the day, there was no chests where you can give access to different people, right? You just had chests.
Dude, people were dumb.
Yeah, but you just had chests, but you couldn't give people access to that shit, right? Because you couldn't put specific names on that shit. So how people would distribute gear or food or stuff like that for the people in your guild, they would use an auction house. Right, you know, like the auction house in the cities, stuff like that.
Yeah, we definitely did do that shit, dude.
Yeah, they would. So every guild would have an auction house in a city territory, in a town territory, in their black zone market or whatever. So Ali was known. This motherfucker was known for entering guilds under a different account, right?
Bro, no. No, not even, right? I joined on my main on these guilds. I'm GM of EOS. If they don't know who I am, that's on them. If they think I want to join them,
you join on your main? That's even worse.
On my main, bro.
Yeah, there was no guild security back then. So, like, what were you telling them? You were telling them like some bullshit, right? What were you saying?
Nothing, bro. I mean, I joined the Greek guild, bro. I started using Google Translator and I got in that shit too.
He just robbed the shit.
Yo, Shiro thought he was safe, bro. He had that black zone plot. I was like, man, can't get in Shiro's guild because he knows who I am. Wait, there's a guild called Russian Bears or something? Or I don't know. So I joined them instead, dude.
Yeah, you joined the Guild in our alliance. You went to the auction house. You robbed all our shit.
Dude, that was a topic on forums, right?
Yeah, that shit was hilarious, bro.
It had like 5 pages or 6 pages at the time, and I'm still just joining guilds and just taking all their shit. I wanted the stuff, bro. We just take it away. It's a beta, dude. Who cares? You ain't keeping it.
Yeah, of course. But I mean, how, like, do you get a lot of enjoyment off it? What is it about it that makes you enjoy that?
I don't even care about that, to be honest. Realistically, it was about making people dislike us. Like, people are going to turn around, they're going to complain about EOS if they've just robbed their guild bank, right? Like, complain about us, talk about us, and then we'll take the horrible people from you, and we'll all be horrible people together.
That's smart. Yeah. And people are going to follow whoever's strong, you know? So it's like, if you guys are the ones with the power to make people feel bad, they're going to be like, I don't want to get on the bad side, you know? But can we talk about how...
Yes, bro, I'm a nice guy, right? Like, realistically, I want people to have fun playing the game, even if it's not me. But I don't know. It's fun to see the tears.
Yeah. Are you a sociopath, bro? Are you a sociopath, bro?
People take this shit way too seriously, bro.
Yeah, it's never been that deep.
Gotcha.
It is a game. So, you know, it's like, are you going to be that upset over your pixels? I mean, it's the game. Chill.
I know Dirteen's a sociopath though. For real, are you a sociopath too, Ali? Is this a EOS thing, bro?
If there was somebody having like a real mental break or something on Albion, I'd probably PM them and be like, "Look, bro, how can we help? Let's help you out." Like, there's never that. Like, cry on, bro. You remember what we did to Conflict in the betas?
Yeah.
Oh,
Put Cryon.
It was bad.
Cryon's a super nice guy. I've always liked him.
I love
you know,
Cryon,
you want
bro.
them to cry in game. You never want them to actually, you know, don't want anybody to take it that seriously, that deep.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are trolls in real life too. Like, can you tell us about the beef that you guys? For everybody that doesn't know, there's a big streamer, Jonavale, right? He's a big streamer, and he had like a small guild, GVG guild in beta 2, and they started beefing with what up, bro? How you doing, baby? They started beefing with Echo of Silence in beta 2. Can you tell us a little bit about that beef, Ali?
Oh, bro, straight up, you know Black Boa?
Black Boa, yep.
Yeah, okay, so realistically, we didn't care about Bunch of Monkeys, which was their guild at the time. It was just, we'd pick out guilds that were active in PvP, and then put pressure on them so they got worse and their better members would join us. And we did it periodically throughout the betas. But this Black Boa motherfucker, dude.
He's a big streamer now, that's my homie.
No, I like Black Boa. I really like him.
One of the nicest dudes.
I liked him at the time too. But the problem is, he's talking shit constantly to all of my guys. They're like, yo, let's go make that guy cry. And all I am is like, I'm like a custodian, you know? I gotta do what the people want. So the more somebody talks shit, the more my people want to play the game. It's all storylines and narratives, dude. They just made themselves a target for no reason. So, yeah. It was pretty much all Black Boa just spamming in our home zones. Chopping our logs, bro.
Yeah, you guys were hella mean to Black Boa, bro.
No, he fucked up. He streamed without no fucking sheets.
No, bro. Nah. No, I never took part in any of that shit, I'm just saying.
Dude, I remember, bro, Black Boa, yeah, Dirty. Give me a rundown on what happened with that.
So Black Boa was streaming. He was talking shit on EOS, right?
He had face cam on.
Old Black Boa, yeah, face cam on. And like, yeah, as he was fighting us over the months of the beta and stuff, right? I just see this dude get progressively more broken. He just getting fatter. He ain't stopped doing his beard. One day, this dude just gets on stream and he shows us his bed. This dude has no sheets, dirty ass mattress with no pillows. That's the homie bed. I'm like, you're broken, bro. This is the EOS effect. You're straight up broken. This is what fighting EOS does.
You never want somebody to get to that point, dude. Black Boa was a really nice guy.
He was an amazing guy. I love him. I love him.
Yeah, 100%, dude.
But I used it as a warning. I'm like, yo, listen, this is why you don't get into a war with the OS. It's gonna break your fucking mental. You're gonna have no sheets in your bed.
Oh, they were probably in the laundry, bro. Like, leave that man alone.
Bro, I felt so bad for him. You guys used to.
Bro, I felt bad for him.
You guys used to make like accounts and follow him in the yellow zones and shit when he was trying to stream. Just to say bad words and shit, bro.
He used to do like some yellow zone content, right? Like, yo, let's go yellow zone flag. I'll show you guys how to PvP and shit. We would go to the yellow zone after this dude with a Zerg. And we would just fuck with them. It wasn't about the money. We got no items. It was literally just.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. We were a little bit younger and we were a little bit more retarded, like straight up.
Yeah, for sure. No, but even him, like, bro, me and him talk all the time, and like once every few weeks or whatever, and we've talked about stuff like that, bro. He can take a joke. Like, for him, this is funny now, so it's okay. Like, we love that motherfucker. Yeah, another funny thing. The Jonavale and Muslin beef. Can you give us a rundown on that? I think people are gonna like this one.
Guy?
Yes, the French Canadian guy with the.
Listen. Me and Dura team took no part in this. Literally, there was a group of people in the EOS that took part in that. They ain't with us anymore. You know, they haven't been with us for a long time. They went with us at launch, and yeah, they were just fucking idiots, to be honest.
Dirty, what happened there? What happened there? Tell us.
What happened. All right, so listen. So this dude launched on.
Muslin, he was. Yeah, it's a car outside, but Muslin, he was in Jonavale's GVG team, right?
He was a Jonavale. He was a GVG team, and EOS was a Zerg, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. We did have a GVG team, but we weren't really that good. Being honest,
we didn't care.
We didn't care. GVG was not our thing because we didn't want to limit content. We had 80 people. The fuck am I supposed to do with the other 75 or 5 people GVG, right? So, one specific day, they launched all our territories. And in retaliation, certain people that are no longer with us that we will not name may or may not have gotten this Mussolini kid's real life address. And after they got his real life address, they may or may have not. This is like this actually fucking happened because the dude actually went on stream bitching about it, like straight up. I thought it was a meme.
Yeah, I remember.
not only did they send anchovy mayonnaise pizzas to this dude's house with sour cream, anchovy mayonnaise sour cream, no sauce, no cheese, anchovy mayonnaise and whatever the other cream, pizzas to his house. They actually went as far as to get in contact with male escorts. Straight up, you can't even make this shit up. You can't even make this kind of shit up. They got male escorts. And they sent it to this dude's house. And he was a kid, bro. This dude was like a teenager. He lived with his family and shit. So imagine your dad opening your front door and some gym bro black dude just standing there with a beatbox, dressed like a village person, like someone from the village people.
That's my bad.
This shit actually happened. It actually happened.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
That wasn't sanctioned, I'm just saying.
It was not sanctioned 100%. But it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Because on the other hand, right?
He probably ate those pizzas, though. He probably had those pizzas.
But with fucking sour cream, fucking mayonnaise, anchovies.
Bro, Quebec people are weird, bro. Quebec people are weird, bro.
I know, but listen, it wasn't all bad. We loved Albion. EOS is a guild. We really enjoyed Albion.
For sure.
To the point where, and if you look at Albion Twitter, it will still be there to this day.
Why?
We were the only guild that sent the Albion dev team and the Albion front office. We sent them Swiss chocolates.
We did.
I kid you not.
I actually remember
Jumbo shrimp. Sent them a care package, a very nice thank you, and then they found out what horrible people we really were, and then they never spoke about us again.
Yo, they banned us from being like mods and stuff in game. Apparently, no top guild could have it, but Money Guild had one. Nilfgaard had it, and we're like, wait, we're the biggest guild.
Be a mod. If you wanted to be a mod or be any way involved with SBI, you had to drop EOS. True story.
They're kind of the same shit to BA, in a way.
Wait, hold on. What the fuck happened to Marco? I don't understand how he works for SBI now. What's going on?
He played his cards right, bro. He played his cards right.
Nah, he's a really nice guy, dude. He did well.
He was a scumbag just like us back in the day. What you mean?
Yeah. But
you guys have been infiltrated FBI. You guys are crazy.
He grew up, bro. He grew up. Were you surprised when you saw him do so good for himself? Like,
not at all.
No.
He was always a nice person.
Who were you like from the old core that you had? Who were you like most disappointed with? You know?
Other than Dirty.
Other than Dirty, yeah. But anyway, where were you? Where were you when you heard the news about Dirty going to jail?
I don't know, laughing somewhere, dude. Fuck. I saw that, it was hilarious. I was like, they finally got this motherfucker.
It was
about damn time. Yeah, for real, that was hilarious, to be honest, bro. But you know why he's evolved now?
Yeah.
You see him? He's done like Mewtwo or some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, he looks sexy, bro. I'm not gonna lie. He looks kind of sexy.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
I was disappointed about, dude. Nah, hold on. There's a few, bro.
Yeah.
They just, I mean, they're not that relevant. Fuck.
Yeah. Did you guys have any competition in the betas? Like, there was a lot of big guilds, Nilfgaard, Red Army, Money Guild. Did you guys feel like you had any competition or not?
DBZ?
No, just in general. Like, because the game wasn't just ZVZ back then, you know? It was like a lot of GVG. It was like it kind of revolved around the two biggest Russian guilds, you know, like Nilfgaard and their allies and Red Army and their allies. And you guys were with Nilfgaard, right? So it was back and forth, back and forth. It was like we were on the other side of each other. I know, like me and you guys for a couple years. Like, was there any? I know you're saying it's like all easy and shit like that, easy, whatever. But in the game in general, like before release, is there any memories you guys have or any nostalgia factor that you get when you think about the betas?
Real good enemies, right? Or
Just in general, like memorable, memorable enemies, moments.
Glory, dude. Honor and Glory, the Brazilian guild. They weren't good, but they were big and they wanted to fight us. So when Beta 3 came around, just fighting them every day for a few days until they gave up. That was cool. But the betas went so fast, man. It wasn't like huge beefs. We didn't really have like any actual beef with people. I guess in Beta 1 it was really cool because Nilfgaard just PM'd us. We were new to the game and we were posting videos and stuff, and Stormshooter's like, yo, can you come ally with us? We're going to fight Vendetta and like the whole game. We're like, okay, yeah, we'll come do that. So those fights were kind of crazy. Just coming new into the game, fight with Nilfgaard and Vendetta, who were meant to be like top guilds. But realistically, we were pulling the heavyweight in the DVZs. So it was cool. It was better when people didn't know about us and people wouldn't run away. Because the problem we had is that we would just run up with like 5 people on a door, and 60 people would just run away from us in the betas.
Yeah. Do you think? What can you say about like the blob mechanics, number one, and like the introduction of kill boards and the blob mechanics? Can you tell us a little bit about how different the game was before those two things came into the game?
Yeah, I mean, you could force somebody into a fight. You could stop. Wow. It's the maps as well, dude. It's not just the blobs. Like in the Beta 1 maps, it was all like tiny little chokes and stuff. The second beta, it was all open shit. But nobody really did anything special in the beta, so it was really, I don't know. Taking blobs out of the game was a travesty because you couldn't just run into people randomly, spur of the moment, and it's like a surprise. Like if you zone into a map now, there's a big blob. You zone out if you haven't got as many people, I guess. That's what a lot of people do.
Yeah.
It's the spontaneity shit of Albion. It just wasn't there. But at the end of the day, there was nothing to do other than fight people. It's not like there was like objectives and shit like there are now. The way they've done the game is really good. Like encourages content. It never encouraged content back in the day.
Right. Yeah, you had to force it.
SBI's done some good things, right? Like if we got to deal with blobs, but the game's going to be the way it is, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, definitely. But they should still experiment with that system. That would be cool. Like if they did like just 1 month without blobs. You know, like what's the worst thing that can happen?
Why they can't just have like say they made like 4 zones in the middle of the map where there's no blobs, right? Like you don't know who's in there, and it's got some really good stuff. I don't know why they can't do that.
Imagine castles with no blobs. That'd be lit.
Yeah, that would be
like castles with no blobs. That'd be, yeah, you're right on that.
Problem is though, like debuff as well. You see it on the character. You see what debuff people have. So people just scout you. They click the thing. They see the debuff. They're like, nah.
No debuff in castle zones. No debuff, or like a debuff that doesn't let you see. Like fucking, I don't know, blindness or some shit, right? Where you can't see fucking blobs, you can't see debuffs in castle zones. Imagine how fucking sick that would be.
Yeah, the thing with Albion is, bro, they keep on making the game better, but at the same time worse. Like, they keep on getting further away from what Albion was. Like, what made this game good, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why they keep on doing that.
No.
The hardcore aspect of it is like almost completely gone. You can A out from the black zones now, like it's ridiculous.
Nah, there's quality of life improvement.
It is, and I get it.
Right? So you want more people to play the games, there's more people to kill, more people to play with. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
Yeah, so I said they're making it better, but at the same time, for some people, it's just worse and worse.
Yeah, I don't like HDs. Anything that like you can't immediately get out of. Corrupted dungeons, I'm sure they're fun to do, but say there's like a blob that's just turned up to your castle, you want people to be able to be there like straight away, and you can't do that if you're like something shit like that.
Let's talk about release a little bit, right? Release comes, EOS is still the best DVZ guild in the game. How did you guys link up with TC? Were you guys allied before? Like, no?
Their ass. We stole their best members.
Yeah,
the same way we did with every other guild.
Okay, so you guys took some of TC's members, but then like what happens, because there's a split in EOS, right? And a lot of people go to TC, for example. What the fuck happened there?
Didn't happen. Not while we were playing at launch, bro. Like only Ellipsis was in TC, right? But we were cool with him. So
Ellipsis wasn't TC before EOS.
Yeah, he was
okay.
Yeah, we didn't have a split.
And then we beat them down so hard that Ellipsis, and this is the recruiting straight tactic, right? The recruiting tactic.
Yeah.
And me and a couple of boys got on fucking comms with Ellipsis. We just started shit talking him and Owens to a point where like, yo, they're right. Well, he just joined EOS. And he learned. And that is why I think a lot of the success from Ellipsis comes. Like, he paid attention to EOS. he took like what we did right, and he applied it to TC.
Yeah, but there was a moment where EOS had a lot of drama, right, Ollie? Like you stopped playing completely.
Right, but I came back because Dirt Team talked shit, so I was like, you know what, dude, I've let all you guys just have the game. But I let them all have the guild, right?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this, whatever. I've got the launch, I've tried to make it so that all you guys can run the shit without me. And then fucking... I quit the game. I wake up, I see this fucking shit on Discord. Dirt Team talking shit, saying I ain't done nothing. I'm like, you know what, let's just burn it all down. So I came back, got rid of the man, got rid of another man. And then no one had quit in like a week, right?
Yeah.
I mean, why not, right? The game was terrible. It was flipbook. Real bad. The lag was terrible.
Game release was horrible. Game release was horrible.
It wasn't fun. It got worse. It got progressively worse throughout the betas.
Yeah. No, but I mean, like, can you break it down for us? Because I heard that Dirtchain and Andrew snaked you on release. Is that true?
No, Dirtchain didn't snake me at all. Listen, all he did was talk shit, bro. But Dirtchain was one of my boys. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, dude?
Gotcha.
Hell no. This fucking idiot. You think I won't come back right now and just crush you? That's what I did.
So you kicked him? You kicked Dirty?
Oh yeah, dude, I just came back. I slung him out and I banished him for like 2.5 years.
Okay.
True. That was my second banish, by the way.
Yeah, second. I didn't do the others.
In EOS, you don't really get kicked. What happened? This is legit. You didn't get really kicked in EOS. What happened is you got thrown into exile, and then you'd have to go to exile TS, and you'd hang out with the other exiles. I'm not even fucking with this.
The exiles didn't even like your team, dude.
This is true. This is true.
This guy was exiled from the exile server.
But it's like I hated them because there were some cool people there, but there were some really people that are just like I would say the name like Jeff Numbers. It's people that you don't want to hang out with. It's people that are just like.
Wow, I didn't know that was a real thing. What the fuck?
It was 100% a real thing.
Exiles.
Everybody was real good friends, right? So you kick somebody out, they're not going to go join another guild and fucking stop speaking to all the people. Or they're not going to want it. So they kind of all club together. Bless them.
Yeah.
Yo, hold up though.
Talk to me.
I banned Andrew from TeamSpeak, right? And then he grabbed all the guild gold. Okay?
Yeah.
So
typical.
I'm like, motherfucker. Why have you grabbed the guild gold? You've already been banned from TeamSpeak. Doesn't make sense. If I was going to kick him,
you would have kicked him from the game, right?
First. Yeah, I'm right, dude. But no, he grabbed all the gold, tried to hold a hostage. And I mean, that's realistically the reason I quit, right? Because I'm pretty black and white, man. I'm quite fair. But if you're going to fuck over the guild like that, I don't see it as fucking over me. I'm like, all these people have been putting the gold in.
Yeah.
Working hard, fucking play the game, whatever. They put time in. And this dude grabs all the gold, but he wanted to be back in. He still wanted to be EOS. I remember him messaging me being like, yo, after 10 years of friendship, dude, I don't think it's down the drain, motherfucker. See ya. You know what I mean? Keep the gold. Enjoy.
Yeah.
But other people, you know, we'd had Andrew around for a while. They didn't want to, they wanted the gold back. Yo, can we let Andrew in? Just be a normal site membership. I mean, he was like relatively low rank, but, you know. I'm like, you know what, dude, cool. Let him back in. Get the gold back. It's fine. I'm probably just not going to play that much anyway because the game's terrible. So we let him back in. Get the gold. No, I didn't let him back in, did I? I got the gold and then said, fuck you, right? No, I let him in. And then I kept hearing he was talking shit. I'm like, why is he talking shit? He's been forgiven. You know? We've cleansed him of his sins. We're like, we'll forget about it because we've known him for so long. Then I realized the dude had like, I don't know how many extra chromosomes, but a lot. So, had to come back in. Dirtine set it off. He obviously had to go.
Yeah.
So, you know. That's it, really.
Yeah.
He did the same shit in BA too, to be honest.
What, me? No, Andrew. Not me.
Andrew.
Andrew. And this is the wild thing. Like, this is the wildest thing about Andrew. And obviously, me and Andrew have had our beef, but me and Andrew were boys for a very long time.
Bro, we want him to do well, right?
I do. I want him to do well, but this is the thing. Every single guild Andrew has ever fucking been in, he has fucking robbed.
He robs it. Of course. Listen, as soon as his emotions get hurt, just a tiny bit.
But he's a serial RMT, right? He's a serial RMT. He uses it to fund his his Cheetos or some shit. I don't know.
I mean, I don't know what he does with it, but I can say he always does the same
Oh no,
shit,
you
though.
do because he's banned, right?
No,
He's banned.
I played casual like the whole of COVID, right? Like people wanted me to reopen EOS and Albion, but I was never really gonna have the time to play. So I opened that shit, and all of a sudden, when everything goes down at the end of it, and Andrew's gone, fucking people are like, yo, this motherfucker was doing guild runs at like 5 AM. Fucking, we're like, where's all the battle mounts gone? I'm like, what do you mean? Why didn't you tell me? What's going on? Makes no sense. But EOS was always a poor guild when Andrew was leading it. Had like no money. I'm like,
I wonder why.
I wonder why, dude.
Well, you're talking about the recent when you guys brought EOS back recently, and he robbed it again.
Yeah. But dude, so the whole reason we closed this time around was I said I was coming back to lead EOS because he tried to have a beef with this man called Jack, and Jack's he's a real nice guy. There's no reason to have a beef with him. But yeah, I'm coming back. I'm moving house. My internet's going to be up in 3 days. As soon as my internet goes down, I'm moving house. Motherfucker closes the guild. What? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean, dude? Yeah, closes the guild, and then all of a sudden the money goes missing shortly after. Like, good for him, right? Enjoy. I had more money on my account anyway. Embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you about how much was it?
How much did you take, but at the end it was fuck all.
Like 450 mil, dude.
50 mil?
Yeah, like who cares about that shit? For real.
And then there was a time he robbed Take Care. You forget about that shit, and I got blamed for that one. How did Andrew's account literally was in the game, literally taking the assets, but it somehow was me. I'm a fucking magician. I'm in fucking Gandalf.
Nah, bro.
Brazilian.
Dude, nah, at the end of the day, dude, Andrew can't hold down a job. He's been like, I know he's a server at Buffalo Wild Wings and a few other places. I mean, legitimately, I know when I hit his feelings, he's like, I'm going to college and fucking gonna learn to be a nutritionist or some shit. That obviously hasn't worked out. But I mean, if he needs the money to live, dude, but Jesus, bro, just ask, right? And I'll send you it. Fuck me.
Yeah. You guys would have helped him out. You guys are nice guys.
100% we would have helped him out.
And this is something that, and at TC and a couple of the guilds that I've been involved with, they learned from EOS. There was never a community that helped each other more in real life than EOS. We paid for niggas internet. We sent niggas money for fucking, like, they got sick and shit. It was like,
bro, we bought a couple of PCs and roofs. I'm just saying.
Yo, one of the PCs was for an EOS man, though, dude. So props. God bless.
Oh, true, bro. True, you're right.
Yo, to be fair, though, that's one thing that was fucked up, right? So, fucking, the one bad thing I've got to say about Derek. The one bad thing. So I'm not playing the game at this point in time, but I get a PM from Sucks. And he's like...
I was going to say, they brought you back in Season 1, right?
Dude, he just said that Andrew was talking shit and needed to be beat down, right? So I came back with 4 EOS boys, and then you guys just started losing all the EU ZVZs. So,
no, that's not what happened. Stop it. That's the biggest cap. That's the biggest cap.
Yeah, this guy's with the whole fucking mega hat on right now.
No. This is no. I remember they brought you back. They brought you back, but you didn't know the meta. So you guys did not win. You guys continued to lose ZVZs. That's what happened.
Oh, bro.
You guys started winning ZVZs.
When this interview, bro. Listen, they were winning.
Okay, I'm sorry. Continue.
No, straight up,
Continue,
bro. You guys were fucking Woody Guild before I came back. It was embarrassing. Straight up. But I came back, I'm like, how are you losing to these guys every ZVZ? Yeah. I don't understand. The game's not that hard. We had a lot of people with the French guys. I don't remember who they were.
Yeah, you guys had Talion.
The Canton as well, Fleet, right?
Yeah.
But realistically, the EU ZVZs, we did start winning the war camps. We started fucking getting the shit, right?
Yeah.
But that was only for like a month period, really. Like month to 6 weeks. Before that, I'm pretty sure you guys were winning.
Yeah. I mean, we lost the war in Season 1. When I moved from Money Guild to Exertion. And...
But you were pumping them.
Yeah. Like, open world, we were smashing. But, first of all, we lost in a couple aspects. Number one, we had Headstrong doing the politics. He was the GM of Exertion. And the alliance leader, right? Yeah. So he was like taking in guilds that like massed maybe 3-4 people. You know, isn't that the worst? Like when you mass up for a war camp or a castle, and there's all these guilds that are supposed to show up with their own Zergs.
Yeah, for sure.
But they just send like 4 people to your comms and say, we're here. You know?
Dude, you were better at 3 AM, but it was like mainly exertion. Fucking versus Money Guild or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah.
And, but the woke versus Oops shit in EU, you guys,
that was fun.
You just didn't have the guilds, bro.
Yeah. No, but like, bro, don't get me wrong. Money Guild and them were pretty shit in ZVZ, bro. Don't get me wrong. But they definitely started winning. I'll tell you when they started winning. When they grew their brains finally, and they understood that the battle lizards. You remember the venom lizards and the fire lizards?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, they started using that. It was over. The war was over immediately, bro. And we were like, why don't we have those? And then Headstrong, huh?
You guys had Link the Hobo on that lizard the whole fucking time, that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Whole fucking time, dude. Like, we say you ain't got lizards, you just had less.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, that war we definitely got fucked. I remember they brought Chu back because they needed a shot caller. I think they rotated like 20 shot callers. When they brought you back, what was the situation? Like, were you like, this is a mess or what?
Yeah, bro, I was pretty embarrassed, to be honest. Because I was used to being in EOS.
Yeah.
And I'm coming in, and I mean, Bakandin was trying, Suggs was trying, and there was a French dude, Gullah B, right? Like, I had to mute this guy. But no, his microphone. No, he was super loud, right? Super fucking loud. But they weren't doing much that made sense, right? They were winning some fights. It's cool, I guess, but like, I don't want to rag on anybody for trying, right?
Definitely.
But Albion is a pretty super simple game. You got more people than somebody else. You got better gear. You got the battle mounts, right? So you've got no reason to lose a lot of these fights.
Yeah,
like, zero fucking reason. They were losing fights they shouldn't have lost.
100%.
So, but I think that stopped basically.
Yeah, I remember Gullah B. We used to make fun of Gullah B because. Just for people who don't know, he's a older French dude. He was like a boomer. He was like 40 years old, and he was like shot calling the Oops French Zerg. But sometimes he would do the whole alliance. And bro, this dude was terrible.
Oh yeah.
Let's say you were in Heart of the Forest, right? This is a classic. Heart of the Forest, right? Look at the name, Heart of the Forest. And this motherfucker, his favorite call in that map, AOE on the trees.
Yeah.
I'm like, motherfucker, which tree, bro? What the fuck? Like, which fucking tree, bro? Like, it's that shit became a meme, bro. AOE on the trees. I'm like, look at the map. There's fucking tree. The whole map is fucking trees, bro. So that's
funny, bro. Honestly, it was funny. But like,
that shit.
Yeah.
You can't make this
really
shit up.
He didn't really that many TPZs when I was there, right? So. But the ones we did, I was like, fuck. What is going on, my man?
Yeah, I can imagine your reaction because you were so used to such an organized structure with EOS. And you just come and it's just shit.
No, I knew what it was going to be, right? I just knew if I had enough of my guys in that would follow me, then all the sheep would generally funnel in. So, I don't know that I look down on Albion or anything. It's just not that complicated. Like, shot calling other games is probably a little bit harder, or it was back then.
Yeah.
Even now, I'm not sure it's that complicated.
I think it depends. Like, if it's like one Zerg against one Zerg, it's the simplest shit. If it's one Zerg against two Zerg, it's simple.
Straight up, bro. Listen, I don't know who Jonko is, but I heard him a couple of times, right?
Okay, then.
If you've got your whole Zerg set up, right, in the right way, you've got enough fucking shit, enough good players. Like, you just shouldn't be losing if you've got like partial brain. Right. Straight up, it doesn't really matter who you got leading it.
Asking for a friend.
I agree with that.
The strategy is if you have a partial brain.
What's up, Jason?
The strategy? You just listen. You just need partial brains that'll listen, dude. Partial brains that'll listen, and then just people that don't. What if you don't cut the hands off? But you got to cut the hands off, bro.
Oh, okay.
You know, you need I don't know. It's rough, bro, because you want people to enjoy the game. I'm a lot more mellow with that shit now, but just gotta have a high standards, dude. Of not competence. But of listening, they have to have hearing. You know, they have to hear what you say and try their best to do it. And if they can't do it, then fuck them.
I feel like we have one item on that checklist.
I respect that.
Yeah, Jason's with Arch, so you know the names and stuff like that. What about I know Oops in season 1 you guys had Machete Bandit, man. What do you think about Machete Bandit?
He didn't call when I was there, bro. Straight up. I mean, he was meant to be doing stuff, but I think I guess he came back and I was there, and he didn't need to shot call. So I don't know. Maybe he didn't like the game, bro. The game wasn't that great, right? So I liked him as a guy, nice guy, but I don't think I heard him shot call the noobs.
Yeah. I mean, I was.
Yeah, honestly.
I do agree with you. Like 90% of stuff is very simple. Like it's like you said. You can, let's say you give escalation. Escalation is the best guild right now. Let's say you put, I don't know who. Let's say Flacco. Flacco's not a shot caller. If you put him to lead escalation, they'll still win ZVZs. You know.
Well, straight up, bro. Like we didn't even get shot callers joining. Like, this is what blows my mind, right? You get a bunch of people that want a shot call to shot call because they want to be somebody, but we would literally pick people that had like a tolerable voice and 3/4 of the brain. And be like, look, this is what you do. Copy me, copy someone else, and you do the same shit every time. So it's not too hard, right?
Yeah.
If you got a competent Zerg or a competent group of people, the person that's leading it just needs to not be annoying as fuck and not be massively incompetent. Just sound a little bit competent and know the basics. That's it.
Do you see a lot of callers today just being like, they just repeat whatever words they hear from every other caller, and doesn't it all just sound the same to you?
Yeah, I mean that's okay though. They can do that, right? It's not a big deal. Like people enjoy doing it, right? Like shot calling's fun, but yeah, be your own person, right? Don't start saying catchphrases that other people use. What's going on? Yeah. I mean, fair enough. It makes sense. If people are going to say 3-2-1 or 5-4-3-2-1 or some shit like that, you can't rag on them for that, but. Yeah, everybody's trying to be the same, bro. They hear somebody, they're like, yeah, I'm gonna be that man now.
Yeah, that's how I feel too.
That don't bother me though. That's cool.
No, you seem a lot more laid back now.
Yeah, I was always laid back, bro, but I had to be outwardly toxic. You know, it was kind of the thing, kind of the tactic.
Did you get burnt out from leading?
Not really, bro. It's just it takes a lot of time, right? Like I'm an adult. The whole time when we came to Albion in 2015, I didn't want to lead EOS in Albion. I wanted to set up a bunch of dudes that would run it, and I wouldn't play. I just wanted a place for my guys to play. Yeah.
Like I remember at one point, like when we talked about before, when you took a break from the game, and then Dirty was talking shit, you came back, and kicked them, all that stuff. I remember there was like a whole dating drama and stuff like that.
You want to hear about that?
You're like, I don't want to get into the details of that shit. It's more like did a lot of people, because I remember Andrew was using that against you, you know, and like
I'll tell you. Let me tell you the story. I won't say like personal details.
Sure.
It's not just me, right?
Yeah.
But yeah. So basically, there was a girl in EOS that was getting stalked by a dude that lived near to me, right? You know, Dirty says we help people out and shit like that. So this dude's stalking her, saying she's gonna get, he's gonna get a grandmother to lose a job and shit like that. So fucking.
That's fucked up.
I basically got his address and just told him I'd dust him. And fucking, you know, he was like a 5'3" fattish dude, whatever. So even if I had like one arm or some shit, I'd be able to crush this man. He lived in fear.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I started talking to this girl, and she was like, "You want to come to America?" I'm like, "Well, where in America do you live?" She lived in Florida. I'm like, "Fuck it, dude, Disneyland and shit." There's a lot of people that do a lot of seedy, weird, fucking e-dating type shit. I've never been about e-dating. I don't like it. But yeah, I'm gonna go to Disneyland. I don't give a fuck. It was within like a month. So, Jesus. Basically, e-dating's a waste of fucking time. I think it's always been a thing that robs people of time when they could be in real relationships. Yeah. I mean, I was with that girl for like 3 years. Fucking, I spent like a year in America. Fucking, whatever, bro. Yeah. Straight up. E-dating is a fucking straight up sin. It's always waste of life. It's always been a mistake. But I mean, when you're like a sweaty little virgin that's never kissed a girl or some shit, like, don't speak, right?
Yeah.
I've never had a problem with that shit.
Florida, that's I would have.
Bro, I just wanted to go to Florida. Yo, listen, you gotta think. See, you guys don't know the backstory, boys. In 2012, I almost died, right? Got like a fucking incurable disease type shit. I went deaf. Fucking.
You went deaf?
I was bedridden for a bit like that. Yeah, no, I'm fucking deaf as fuck, bro. I lost my hearing.
Wait, so even now you like, is it hard to hear us, or are you using something?
Yo, the comment
Hello?
timing's
Hello?
hilarious. I just
Yeah.
pulled my headset out. That's fucking amazing. Bro, what do you say? Repeat that shit. Come on.
That was perfect, bro. That was perfect, bro. But I was gonna say, like, even now, like, let's say you hear us talk, is it hard to hear, or are you using something?
I can hear you. Like, straight up though, I lost that shit. I lost it. I got it back, and then I went to the doctors. I'm like, bro, I'm definitely not feeling good, man. Are you sure I'm okay? They kept sending me away saying I had a cold, right?
Damn.
And then my hearing went again. Yeah, dude. So, realistically, from like, I don't know, maybe like 21. No, yeah, 21 to like 23. I was fucked, son. You know, like real bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, not fucking good, dude. No bueno. But you best believe I wanted to get out. I wanted to go places. I wanted to do things. People like, yo, I'm gonna go to America. I'm gonna do shit. It's what I want to do anyway. Had nothing to do with the fucking what's the name shit.
Well, next time you come to America, hit me up. I'll recommend something other than Florida. You know what I'm saying?
I've been to other places, dude. You know what I mean? It's not the only place.
Florida is actually an old Native American word for land of the violent white people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's where you love to go, right? Like,
yeah.
Listen, it's fine. It's like a holiday destination, not somewhere you want to fucking live.
Yeah.
I know that. I've been there.
Yeah, but I appreciate your honesty, by the way, bro. I appreciate your honesty, by the way, bro.
Tickets to fuck, bro. Like, I care about any no-brains, sir.
But yo, so the doctors. See, this is why I hate doctors, bro. Like, 90% of doctors, bro.
What? Good people, dude. Good ass people. But I mean, at the end of the day, you can't expect the doctors to know everything. They're not going to know everything. So I've got like a fucking rare disease. Everybody's out here looking for the cancer. I ain't got that. Yeah. And to be honest, you know when you're dying, you don't always know you're dying, right? So, say you're sick for like a month and it's not going well. You lose one of your ears. Not lose it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that ain't fucking good. You keep going down there. They're giving me balloons to like fucking blow up my nose. I'm like, what the fuck is going on here, dude?
Yeah.
That's some wild shit. But I'm not complaining. So I keep going back. I keep going back. And they keep sending me away with like painkillers, balloons and shit. Like I'm making balloon animals with my nose. I don't fucking know. And yeah, I just gave up on the doctors. I was like, well, I ain't fucking going back there for now. I'll wait till I get better. But when you do that shit for like 4 or 5 months, you get fucked up. It ain't a good idea, boys.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That's what I don't like about the whole doctors and stuff like that. Like, even if you're trying to convince them that you have a real problem, a lot of these doctors, they just kind of want to get you out of the office, you know, because they got more people coming and stuff like that.
You always got to go for a second, third, fourth, fifth opinion. Just keep getting opinions until something gets fixed. Don't wait on anything. Don't waste your time. You got something wrong with you, get it checked out. Get it checked out again. They keep sending you away, get it checked out again.
Gotcha.
Straight up.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't know about any of this. Like what I was getting to with the question before, is Andrew, like, your guild's been around for a long time, right? And you spent how many hours giving people content and trying to make people happy? Like, did you feel as soon as there was something for people to talk about, people like Andrew that would use it against you, did you feel betrayed? A lot of people didn't support you like they should have, you know?
Oh, bro, no. Loads of people had my back. I just didn't give a shit, right? Like, at the end of the day, if you're going to be toxic, you're going to hate on people, and you're going to say horrible shit to people, they should be able to do the same to you. Like, I don't care. People can say what they want, right? Like, I never took that personally. And you got to think, like, Andrew's a straight up loser, so who cares?
Yeah. I feel you.
The dude's like, I don't know. I actually wish Andrew all the best. I only actually forgave the man because he PM'd me on a different account, and I was stoned out of my mind. But, I wanted to forgive him. I wanted him to have fun playing the game. I still wanted to have fun playing the game, but realistically, the dude's he's got a problem having fun playing the game, man. He just doesn't enjoy it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
He's just got to play it to RMT and make money.
Yeah.
So what's up with the fan players on Albion, bro? I don't understand. Where's the King fucking Hojo or some shit? It's pull up and play the game. Like, God bless him, Albion. Please don't ban him because we don't want like we don't want him on a list or some shit. For real. He knows I mean this shit too. If he hears this shit, he knows I want him to do well. He just knows he's probably not.
Yeah. It's unfortunate, bro.
No, for sure.
You said you guys got cool with each other again after all that drama and stuff like that. Like, well, you're talking about he apologized to you right before the right before you guys opened EOS again in like season 10 or something. Is that what you're talking about?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys became cool again.
Yeah, but the problem was, bro, is literally the whole core of EOS fucking hated the dude. Maybe like, let's say like 60%, and the 40% that were down to play with him, that actually continued to play and didn't just insta quit as soon as we allied would take care. They progressively started to hate him over time because he was real cool. He was chill, nice guy, fun to be with. Yeah. But then whenever I'd log off, I feel like I'm not gonna come to some late CTA or some shit. I ain't got the time. I'm playing casual.
He would use that against you.
No, dude. Andrew wanted to be friends with me for sure.
Okay.
Andrew was always really nice to me, like super nice to me. I didn't have a problem with Andrew the whole time I was in EOS. It's just everybody else did. Because I'd get off and he'd just scream at people. And people that have played with him for years, they're like, "Who the fuck is this guy, man?"
Yeah. Well, you kept him in balance.
Yeah, but we actually know the man. So it's weird to have somebody scream at you. That's just he's generally been a pleb the whole time we've played with him. But he never screamed at me. So
yeah,
you know,
of course.
different perspectives.
Yeah, he respected you. He respects
you. You respect it, bro. Listen, I was his meal ticket, right? Like, he lives off other people's work and other people's guild names. Like, Take Care, not his guild. EOS, not his guild. Fucking, what guild does he have? Yeah. Fucking some Drake song that lasted like fucking 3 weeks. The dude's got like.
Yeah, I noticed he latches on. He latches on to someone that's strong at the time, and then.
He pretends it's him.
Yeah, he lives off of it. You're right. Yeah.
But dude, the problem is as well. Like when I came back to the game to reopen EOS, I reopened EOS and I felt really bad for all these guys that played with Andrew. But then I realized half of them were fucking 16.
Yeah. So they probably liked him.
I'm not gonna play with 16-year-olds. No, they didn't like him. They didn't like that shit. But I'm not gonna sit there and play with 16-year-olds. I'm a 30-year-old dude, right?
Yeah.
So. Yeah, just straight up.
Understandable.
He didn't care about the community. He didn't care about standards. He just cared about getting as many people in as possible and making himself look good, really, so we could RMT.
Gotcha. So,
I wish him the best.
So it didn't last long, I guess, when you guys became cool again.
No, listen. EOS was open for like, what? Fucking year and a half or some shit? Because I left other people there to plug the holes and, like, you know, bail out the water when Andrew was trying to sink the ship. So people would stay around for the cool people. Because people only played for their boys, right? But then when he started to turn on those people towards the end, for no reason really, that's when me and Andrew weren't cool.
Yeah.
Fortunate.
You know who you remind me of, bro? You remind me of a British gluttony. A younger British gluttony.
When he came to the game, bro? When he came to the game, he PM'd me. I'll have to scroll up in this shit. And I think I had Idi Amin as my my avatar. He's like, Idi Amin, are you the Idi Amin of Albion? Because I'm the Hitler of my game. Maybe we could work together. Bro, he's a great guy, dude.
I knew it, bro.
He said he had things to do first, but eventually, maybe we just get rid of all the. No, I can't say this part.
Yeah, no, don't say it.
Yeah, he actually has a picture of Idi Amin framed in his office. I've seen it. He's
it's me. It's because he thinks it's me.
Yeah, he's got a kind of a hero complex for him. Felt he got a raw deal in Uganda.
Oh, for sure, dude. He got a bad rap. I mean, he did some bad things, but you know.
I mean, you know.
Haven't we all?
Right. Nobody's perfect.
Yeah, you guys are both super laid back and shit. You know, like you're both way past giving too many fucks about like in-game stuff and stuff like that.
I know. I never. Nah, like, it's not about being way past it. I guess I was way past it when I started playing the game. So.
Even like, on RuneScape and stuff like that?
What's it?
Yeah, like on RuneScape, or are you talking about Albion? Or both?
RuneScape, Albion, both. Like I didn't like the game since like 2009? No, 2009 it kind of came back, but yeah, 2008, 2009 it was about playing other games with the boys.
Yeah,
and just chilling. It's not... Yeah. Nothing's really mattered.
Gotcha. So what matters to you, bro?
Having fun, dude. Like chilling with the boys. That's it.
Are you guys still chilling? No, you guys still have. Right? But,
I mean, dude, I've got a refugee clamp on fucking RuneScape. Like halfway through the EOS shit, everybody had got sick of Andrew, yo, can we open on RuneScape? I'm like, sure, dude, but I'm probably not gonna play. There's a bunch of them playing RuneScape. Like, fuck.
Yeah,
I'd say
fuck
they're
that
wasting
shit,
their
bro.
time. I don't enjoy that shit. But yeah, they're still doing shit together. But they mainly play other games.
Gotcha. Yeah, so there's still a lot of people around, but a lot of people are making families and shit, right?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. It's the same. It's the same with a lot of my boys too. A lot of them are dads and shit now.
You like that for them, though, right? It's
of course,
it's nice.
of course, of course. That shit is way more important, bro. You know, like
It always has
especially,
been.
yeah, especially, with all the time off I had from Albion, it's good. I like the real life shit better. You know.
Oh, for sure.
I definitely got lost in Albion, like deep into Albion for a couple years there. You know.
But the game was bad too, dude. What the fuck were you doing?
I was collecting special people, like they were Pokemon.
Special needs?
Yeah. Like, bro, my group is all hilarious people, bro. My group, I always have crazy motherfuckers around me, always. Like Weighted, Shiro, you know, people like that. So
yeah, I mean, you gotta have characters, right?
Yeah.
The one is just gonna be boring.
Yeah. So do you have any goals right now with I know you're playing with the Spanish. Do you have any goals right now, bro?
Yeah. Goals?
Like, are you just chilling? Like, you having fun, or is there someone you want to smash? Like, do you want to smash Andrew?
I mean, that wouldn't be that hard anyway, right? Like, what? Would that really be a goal?
Yeah. What do you think about Take Care right now?
I like Take Care. I like that they're back to the game. It was me and Dirty that were getting Alex back to the game. We're the people that said he should let Andrew in because Andrew hasn't got that much, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I think there'll come a point where Alex just throws him out, and Take Care will be a solid guild, right? Until that point, then certain people are going to have to tolerate listening to that moron, and that's, you know, it's just a symptom of Andrew. It's just how it is.
Yeah.
But if they were to get rid of Andrew, honestly, that guild will be good. I got a lot of faith in Alex. He'll be okay. They'll have fun, I guess. But, you know.
Yeah. Is there anybody in the game that you've watched for the past couple years, or especially now, that impresses you, or are you just like about everybody?
I mean, it kind of is what it is, right? Like Elevate, they had a lot of support players and shit like that, but Elevate were pretty good, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Escalation, maybe.
Years?
Sure. I mean, you can go back. You can go back.
Yeah, I mean, BA was dog shit, right? Nah, yo, I guess the BA, and then when they were fighting like the Core Alliance and shit, and you got your old dudes back.
Yeah,
I mean, you were
cool.
big, you were good. It was, you know.
Yeah.
You were kicking everybody. Like, if you're gonna go around the map killing people, that's cool. Holding a couple of zones and just fucking, you know, RMTing. Not that cool, man.
Right.
Homeless crew were pretty cool.
Yeah, they were sick, bro. They were fucking sick.
But I guess that's it, bro. To be honest.
Are you keeping an eye out on? Go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was just playing more casually, so I wasn't really paying that much attention. If I'm honest.
Are you paying attention to the NA beef that's going on? We were talking about it before.
Sarge?
Yeah, Sarge in Africa, going at each other.
Yeah, but I mean Africa. I mean, is he back to the game to RMT after his NFT games, or does he really care? Because that ain't the same guild that he had before, right? Like last one was good. Homeless
last
crew was
one was
good.
sick. Last one was sick.
Yeah, for sure. I think African's a good guy, but nah, I just don't see it at the moment.
Gotcha, bro. I think that's the only time that we played on the same side.
Sure.
The only time me and you ever played on the same side, bro, was when Africa had you guys in his alliance. Remember?
Oh yeah, dude. But listen, I remember like their team PM'ing me about twin channel narrows and shit, and I'm like, dude, just fucking get rid of it. Get rid of us. We were stuck in that zone for ages. It was boring as fuck. There was no content. We'd have to go fight Sloth. Andrew was just bitch made and could only fight Arch and Sloth, right?
Man, Sloth. They were like a worse Arch. I didn't think that was
like
possible.
What are we gonna do? Like miles away from being no real guilds to fight. Just boring, man.
No, it's like when you go to the dance in high school and you're the dork in the corner and you're like, wow, I suck. And then you see some guy that's like hiding in the corner, like crying, like won't even look at a woman. And you're like, okay, I feel better about myself. That's Sloth. That's how I felt.
Yeah, but it's really boring.
Yeah, you can only kill him so many times, man, you know?
Yeah.
Ollie, I
Did you
noticed.
imagine CBCing in this maps, dude? Like from back in the days, like oh my god.
Yeah, yo, Ollie, I don't know if you're watching, but this is one of the war camps that I'm playing on Guardo's videos right now on a playlist.
I'm watching it now. I wasn't watching it earlier.
Yeah. So a lot of people are watching. They're like, bruh, this shit is so different. You know, the game's so different. Look at it.
I like the game now, man. The game's a lot faster. Like realistically now, it's a lot better.
Oh, the game's a much better product now. But people, I think people are talking about, like, at least for me, when I see the old maps, it looks nicer. Yeah, it looks nicer.
Yeah, for sure.
I do miss war camps. War camps were cool. They were a lot of fun.
It was a cool mechanic.
They were cool until you get like 3 no-shows in a row and you're like, all right, delete this shit. You know, it's one of those things. But like, bro, I noticed, and I'm watching these old videos, everything was OP before. Did you notice? Everything was OP. Like, if you played warbow or longbow, you could jump shot like half a screen away or a full screen away.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Remember that?
Awesome. Dude, we had everybody run longbow at launch, so literally everybody.
Nothing but longbows.
Oh, yeah, people in GVGs doing GVGs with warbows, bro. Come on, you know.
Warbows beta 1, best weapon. They were fucking hilarious. The stun radius was way higher. You did shitloads of damage. You just deleted people. It was great.
You remember when the server was so bad that you get like massive lag, so everybody just ran glacial comps for big fights?
Yeah, but that was like season 1.
You know?
Yeah, that was horrible.
Oh man, that was bad, man.
Bro, glacials were a thing for 2 years straight. No joke.
Yeah. It's like, all right, just cast a glacial in that direction. When you stop rubber banding, just come this way.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's always been an evil weapon, bro. Straight up.
Ali, when you see the game now, right? You log in.
Yeah.
You see how much it changed. What do you notice about like people, the vibe? Is the game more toxic? Is the game tougher, softer? Can you break it down for us? Because you have so much experience.
Alright. So it's definitely a lot more forgiving now, right? Assuming you bring like the right shit. ZBZ is more forgiving. Fucking having like hideouts and HQs, it's more forgiving, but that's how it should be. Like you've got to let people live in the black zone and be out there, otherwise you're gonna have nobody to fight.
Right.
Back then, you'd take somebody's town plot and they'd quit the game, and realistically, that's not good. You never want somebody to quit the game. You don't want a guild to quit the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's faster, I guess. There's more content, there's more stuff to do. I look at it now and I enjoy it, right? But it's a bit bittersweet because it's kind of the game that we should have been playing back in like 2017.
Yeah.
If it was this now, like none of my dudes would have quit.
Like old map with like a new system type of thing.
Yeah, for sure. Like if you had all the open world objectives on some of those old maps, damn, the game would have been good.
Oh man, yeah, that would have been fucking amazing.
For sure. And there's a lot more people now, for sure.
Yeah. What about the beef and stuff like that? Like for example, if someone's angry at someone now, they make a 1-hour video or like a 20-page Google document and shit like that. Was there any of that shit back then?
Nah. I mean, nobody was. There weren't that many big guilds, really. To be honest, from what I remember, I didn't feel like anybody was big enough to care. There weren't that enough people in there that were really deeply invested in Albion or other guilds failing. Like a lot of people have been kicked from guilds now, so you have like these kids just migrate around guilds, just from guild to guild to guild to guild.
Like the same people, you mean? Like it's recycled?
Yeah, like groups of people, dude. They migrate to the next hype guild. And that's one of the things that's kind of shitty about Albion, because nobody has standards. It's like 40 once, okay, 40 twice, 3 times, 4 times. Like surely you know who you're letting in.
Yeah.
But they all just need to end up in one guild and just all mute their fucking mics and just don't type in games so they all get along. And just be one guild. So they don't go anywhere else. It's boring, bro. I'd much rather there was some big guild that everybody hated that could build up and be like consistent force or enemy, rather than giving up on guilds like 3 months in and then waiting for the next hype guild. Yeah.
Why do you think that is, by the way? And then like do you want to hear my theory and then you give me your opinion on it?
Go on, sure.
So well my opinion on it is like if you keep your guild alive for a long time, first of all, you accumulate a lot of enemies, a lot of bad propaganda. People get upset. They start making propaganda. And for example, if stuff is stale, if shit is stale for a few weeks, you don't have to go through the rebuilding process. So I think people skip the rebuilding process. So when they know they're going to hit a low point, for example, they'll disband instead of just chilling, have their guild coasting or keeping their guild alive. They'll disband, skip that whole low point process and rebuilding process, and then they just come back with some hype, you know? What's your opinion?
People just don't want. They don't want to look shit. They don't want to look stupid. People, they got their ego wrapped up in like their guilds and their online identity way too much. So, but I've always closed the EOS or quit the game or quit another game and moved to another if the game's shit, right? Or if people aren't having fun. So to a certain extent, I get where people are coming from. When they close their guilds, if their boys aren't having fun, don't make them play the fucking game.
Gotcha.
Like, you should never do that. But it's on you to make it fun for the boys. If you're like a GM or some shit, and you're doing some dumb shit that just makes the game horrible for your boys, then what are you doing?
Yeah. You definitely don't miss that, huh? Like when you're not online and shit, people
like feeling
lost.
Hell no.
Yeah.
No, I'm sure you got it too, dude. Like, BA was fucking... It was way worse when you weren't there, I'm sure. And maybe the same thing for me. I know, especially on RuneScape, right? Because you'd notice how many people you fucking had, and these fights are long. Let's say there's a 12-hour fight and I'm not there, dude. I know less people are going to stay on. And that's fucking... It means you're going to lose.
Yeah.
So... And it's... Let's say if you get a long fight on RuneScape, I was to log off, dude. How can I expect all these people to stay on? Same shit in Albion, but the fights are short.
Gotcha. I mean, you've been a leader since you were a kid, pretty much. You know, 17 years old, 18 years old.
Listen. On RuneScape, bro, these kids didn't know how old I was. There was no comms and shit. I was leader at like 12, 11, bro. They just thought I was older.
That's hilarious.
Because I'm literate and not retarded. Yeah, they just thought I was older than I was. So.
Did that shit help you grow up faster, leading?
Not when I was younger, but you know, dude, I'm sure you get it, right? People message you a bunch of horrible shit, man. I don't mean like that being horrible to you. You know, people have like problems in their real life, and they come to you and they tell you that shit.
Yeah.
That definitely does. Like, to a certain extent, some of the shit you're like, wow, is that even real, man? Because whatever I realized over time, you just gotta assume it's fucking real, man. Because imagine you've got some dude that's just told you something that's horrible to happen in his life.
Yeah.
And you were just like, fuck that, dude. That ain't real.
Oh, that's what I do. I'm the opposite. I assume it's fake until I see some shit myself.
Oh,
you know?
I don't need to believe it, dude. It's just fucking, I'm still gonna be a nice guy and fucking, what do you need, my man?
Gotcha.
You know? But that shit's draining, bro. That shit, it's not nice hearing like horrible shit for years. But that's probably not the worst thing about being GM, because obviously I got a lot of people that have my back and fucking cool with me. But nah, man, that shit fucking takes a toll.
What's your so let's say you're looking at all these leaders from Albion now. What's your advice to them? Because a lot of them I feel like lack a little bit of maturity. I don't think they can handle hatred and stuff like that. What's your advice to those people?
I mean, don't play the game if you care about what people say. Don't be a GM if you care about what people say. Aside from the people that are in your guild, you know, they're saying some shit you don't like that, you know, is real bad or they're affecting other people in your community. Fuck them off. Only play with people you like, bro. If you're playing a fucking game, Jesus. And fair enough, if you don't care about anything, get all the people that hate you in your guild. That's cool. All these people that other people hate, and just win the game because that's fun for you. That's cool. You can do that, but it ain't good for. It's not good for other people, right? It's all about the people. A lot of people are about the numbers. I'm about the people.
Gotcha.
Don't be a numbers man.
So we're hitting the 2-hour mark here. Last couple questions. I'm gonna let you go, bro. Okay. All right. Your top 3 moments ever in Albion that happened.
Fuck, dude. But EOS or in general?
In general, it doesn't matter.
Right.
It could have been just stuff that you saw, or you know, or a fight that you had, or.
Bro, to be honest, some of the fights in the betas with Nilfgaard versus Vendetta when they had like the big alliances, also Nilfgaard versus Vendetta and all the guilds they had. That was cool. Like when they'd come for shit. I liked when I came back to the game in 2018. There was like a reset day where we teamed with Arch or some shit, like Oops and Arch versus you guys.
Yeah, we got fucked.
Yeah, that was dude. It was like the last fight I went to. So you guys closed like a week after that because of Headstrong. So
yeah,
that was cool. And fuck, bro. I'm trying to think of a third one. I don't want to say anything horrible, so there's certain shit I can't say.
I mean, say it nicely, you know?
I can't, bro. We'll pick another one.
Alright.
Just replace every bad word with the word Smurf. It'll sound great.
You won't understand what I'm saying, man. It's not about bad words. Yeah. fuck, dude. Actually hard. Because launch was so terrible, right?
Yeah.
Beta 2 was a lot worse than Beta 1. Beta 3 was kind of fun, but the game still, it was laggy. It wasn't that cool. Moments.
Someone mentioned in
Yo,
chat.
I like it when, no, hold up. I like it when Sucks took the money out of Money Guild Bank to pay for his fucking something. I don't know. Yeah, and then Derek said he'd like rob the guild, but Derek said he could take the money.
Gotcha.
That was the moment. It was just so surreal. I was like, what the fuck?
He got baited.
What the fuck is going on, dude? You know?
Yeah, Sucks is too honest to do that.
He's a nice guy, man. He went a bit crazy on Albion, I'll be honest, but fucking cool guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, my bad, heck. Fuck. I just saw that in the chat. Yeah, straight up. You know when
Yeah,
they
that's
did the
what I was
logo
gonna
shit?
say. Yeah.
Yeah, my bad, dude. Yeah, so everybody had come to stop us getting a logo, but the castle was right next to our shit. And it's like, damn, dude, you guys are big brain. So we just ran across the map and took somebody else's castle, dude. Fucking
Yeah, I remember that. They need to do stuff like that more often. They used to have events, castle events, where every guild would be able to compete and score points by taking castles, and whoever wins would get to make their own custom cape and stuff like that. So that's how EOS got the snake.
Everybody tried to stop us. What's that about? I feel like everybody was real friendly, especially for the first logo event, where people were taking castles and shit. And then when it came to us getting it, everybody was just like, you're not having it. What's that about? But that's cool. I like that stuff.
Yeah. What about a couple of your worst moments? Give me a couple of your worst moments.
Moments. I don't have any bad moments, bro. I really don't give a fuck. You know, like... I know, it's not a moment, but opening EOS again in Albion, when the game wasn't that good, and letting Andrew merge in when his guild died, and then leaving all my boys with that fucking, you know...
Degenerate.
Yeah, I didn't want to say a word.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Oh, man. Well,
yeah, I mean, that's
bro,
it, dude.
I hope somebody pisses you off enough to go try hard again, bro, because these motherfuckers don't know.
Listen, I'm playing the game all the time now. The only thing is, like, I'm not very tolerant of people. I don't like people. I don't like the majority of people that play this game. Not that I know that. It's just the most people I end up interacting with, I'm like, fuck me, dude.
Yeah.
I can't fucking do that shit. But, no, I'm gonna play hardcore again. 100%. Like, Orden's a good guild. Got the English side of the fucking guild, but realistically, that's a long way to go. Because I'm not literally about the people. Community, having fun, doing whatever. But all I want to do is ZVZ eventually, right? That's the part of the game I quite fun. So, you know.
Yeah. And last question for me, bro. Is there anybody... we ask everybody this shit. Give me your top 3 people that you would like to meet if you had a chance to, that are either alive or dead, doesn't matter, from all of history. If you can meet them, who would it be?
Fuck, dude, Idi Amin.
Okay.
Right? I had his fucking face
for anybody
a while,
who doesn't
bro.
know, for anybody who doesn't know, who is that?
No,
he's that Ugandan freedom fighter.
Yeah, he's a Ugandan freedom fighter, right? Just because it'd be interesting, not for any, like, I'm not saying I endorse all the shit he's done.
Yeah, it's fine. I mean, it can just be because you're just curious about him.
It's like morbid curiosity, right? Like there's there's someone in Liberia that got forgiven for war crimes and stuff like that because he came to Christianity. Some dude like that. That's quite interesting. I don't know. Throughout history, man. Fuck.
You got 2 more picks.
Yo, does it matter why?
No, it doesn't matter at all.
Yo, straight up, I'd meet Andrew and fucking. Who else?
He said, does it matter why? No, alright, Andrew.
Yeah, bro, straight up, I'd love to meet Andrew. Love to meet him. Who else? Bro, history.
Yeah, throughout all history, bro. Listen, Andrew would not be on my list, I'll tell you that much. I ain't wasting a spot for him.
We'll say Alexander the Great, bro, because we gotta keep Macedonia.
Boom. There you go.
They get a bad rap, bro. There's only North Macedonia now. They don't get a lot of credit. Devon's from them. Why not, bro? 7 would be in a better situation if we could turn around to Alexander and be like, listen, look after yourself. Don't die when you're like 18, 19, whatever the fuck it was. And that's it.
Yo, thanks for the poll, by the way, whoever made that poll in the chat. Yo, Gladiator or Troy, Ali? Give me the truth.
Oh, Gladiator, bro, come on. What the fuck?
It's not even close, right?
My man,
Not
I
even
100% agree.
close.
It's not even close, bro.
Listen. Brad Pitt fucking up Hannibal? Nah, bro, that ain't shit. That shit ain't believable. Fuck off. No chance. Actual garbage. Good film, good movie. But
Gotcha.
it's not in the same league.
Yo, so that's it for me. Does any of you guys have a question for the homie Ali here?